Hey, my friends, thank you for tuning into Self Mastery. This is going to be a long spread. This is about the web we weave. We all weave a web in our life. There's webs being weaved around us, there are webs being weaved that we are not conscious of. Okay? So, what I designed here is pretty close to a 9 card spread about the weave, the web, your life unfolding, your life tangled. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is planning your web. You've planned your web, building your web, the strength of your web. We all have strengths, you know that. What is hungry? What is hungry for your web there? So that's what we're going to start with first. And I'm loving this. Now, one thing I want to do, what I do with this is the overall energy here is the King of Pentacles. The overall energy over your web is the King of Pentacles. You're building something substantial. You're building something grounded. And I'm loving it. Let me put my charms here. All right. You're planning your web. You're planning your web with the Three of Cups. Okay, that's beautiful. You're planning your web with celebration. You're planning your web with creativity. You're planning your web around close friends, around close. I'm sensing sisterhood. I'm sensing brotherhood. I'm sensing people that have your back. Have your back. You know what I mean? You know those friends. You know those friends. So what's building your web? We got the Four of Cups. Now, this card right here with the Four of Cups, what's building it is that longing. I love how we just went from 3 to 4. It's showing growth. Okay, it's showing growth. But the Four of Cups here in what's building your web is the fact that you know there is something better. You know if you create and you build, there will be something better. That is what's building your web. The fact that you do not want to sit back and wait for life to happen. You actually make life happen. That's what's building your web. And that's where we get the strength. That's where we're going to get the strength. And it's the Page of Swords. And these are small truths we've been telling ourselves. These are small truths that we believe. These are truths that we know, that are percolating, that are growing, that are seeds of truth, seeds of thought, seeds of planning, seeds of thought. You know what I mean? So we have the Page of Swords here. It's young, but that's the strength. You're building this on those seeds. Okay? Seeds, pages are seeds. Okay? Pages or seeds. Don't look at them as child and stuff like that. And this energy right here we have today, the pages are seeds of thought. Now, what are you hungry for? The Ace of Wands. You're hungry for that brand new passion, that explosion of energy, that explosion of life. That's beautiful. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. All right. So we have this working out here. So what is attracting in your web? The web you're weaving, the web weaving around you. What's attracts? What attracts it? We'll put this here. All right. What's hiding in it? Like any kind of web. What's hiding in it? What's entangled in your web? And of course, what do you need to dispose of? I'm going to build another energy here. And we got the Two of Pentacles on top. Okay. So as we're building this, so now it's decisions made. Now it's understanding balance. Now it's really getting to the fact of, okay, so you've got the King of Pentacles here, building something solid based on decisions that you have measured out. And we're loving this. Okay. So what is attracting? It's the Three of Wands. Now, to me, the Three of Wands is that passion, that creative passion you sent out to make grow. We've talked about this. We're going to go with the seeds with the Page of Swords. Now, This is a passion you sent out. I love the Three of Wands in this scenario. I'm not sensing it's your ship coming in. I'm sensing it's all that energy, all that passion energy you sent out into your web. And we have 3 3 here, which I really dig. You know what I mean. It's like attracting, and then the build, and then the planning. Attracting and planning is the same thing, and you get a 3, which is also a 6. That's beautiful. I love it. We're going to clarify. This is a bigger read, and I'm going to take my time with it. I'm not going to rush this. This is not one of those quick fires that I normally do. All right. So, what's hiding in your web? The 5 of Swords, where there's confusion. It again, that is a perfect thing to have hiding in your web because it hides. The 5, the changes. I keep on getting dinged. This is crazy. All right. So, the 5 of Swords is hiding in it. Confusion, analytical disruption, stuff like that, breaking of plans, blah, blah, blah. All right, no problem there. What's entangled? Temperance is entangled in all this. And that's the balance. The balance of all the stuff you're working on is getting entangled, probably because we have the 5 coming here. You understand that? All right. What do we have to dispose of? It's the Knight of Cups. And that is that passion running into a burning building without having all the protective gear. The first thing I thought of in this read is running into a burning building without having the protective gear. That's your emotions. That's the Knight. He's running in. He's going to go for it, but I don't think it's thought through. You understand? All right. So I want to start clarifying. Now, what is spinning in your web? Now we've done some baseline energies, but really, what is spinning in this web? What is spinning in this web, So here we go. Universe, what is spinning in our webs for our friends at Self Mastery? We love you guys, by the way. And it's a tower. So what's spinning is absolute change. So we're going to go King, Choice, Tower. That's what's spinning. It's a new foundation. Your web's pretty intense right here. And I like it. All right. Planning. So you got 3 of Cups. You're planning for celebration. You're planning for collaboration, emotional energy, friend, brotherhood, sisterhood. And we got the 8 of Pentacles here. Now, we're planning. Isn't it interesting? I've been using planning. We have the 8 of Pentacles here. Well, the 8 brings us in that educational aspect of it. The 8 brings us in what I call firelight learning, what I call firelight by the candle at night, understanding what you're doing, understanding your process. And that you're planning it. See, you can 8 of Pentacles on the planning position. Come on, the universe is all over this. And we have the Hangman. Of course, the Hangman's the biggest. Isn't the Hangman the biggest planner anyway? Hangs upside down, puts himself with all that blood rushing to his head, thinking, stewing, meditating, and stuff. So this tells us right here, we have it signifies the fact you have the Hanging Man in your planning position. The Hanging Man plans. You have the 8 of Pentacles, the studious, the study, understanding the pentacle aspect of it. You're studying to be whatever. But then you have this celebration with 3 of Cups. That's what you're planning. This is planning a future with happiness. It's strategic and it's diligent. That's what's good. Okay, good. Building your web. Okay, we talked about the 4 of Cups. Well, 4 of Cups is frowned upon a lot because it's like the dreamer or this isn't good enough. Three of Cups is not good enough, so you have to go to four. Well, in your life, it is not good enough. You're excelling. Keep in mind, you have a tower in this overall energy. You have the King of Pentacles in this stability. You have made a decision and you're going with the tower in this sense. Four, okay, I'm going to shake the foundations because you know three is not good enough for you. Three is not good enough for you. And congratulations. You don't want to be at the threes. You want to go, you want to constantly keep moving. You're on the wheel. We're all on the wheel, right? So here we go. Building the web is that thought process of there's a better cup. There's always a better cup. And we got the Seven of Wands. And you're defending that position. So with the Seven of Wands, you're defending that position. That's what the Seven of Wands. You're defending that passion. I have a passion to move forward. The Three of Cups is passionate creativity. We're going to move forward. Then you have the Four of Cups. I know there's a better cup out there. And then with the Seven of Wands, I am going to defend it passionately. So good. You're building your web and you're defending it passionately. With the Nine of Pentacles. Obtaining it. Your only goal right here is to obtain those pentacles. The King of Pentacles. Remember, that's your overall energy. Well, you see you're moving forward on that. So the Nine of Pentacles is that obtainment of where you are. You have a plan. You have the Hanging Man. You have the Eight of Pentacles, planning it. You have the joy behind the creativity of it. And also, let me stress this out. You have a supportive group. With the Three of Cups, you have a supportive group. And you have the Nine of Pentacles. Great. The strength. We talked about the strength, believing those small beliefs with the Page of Swords. Okay? It all starts out as a seed. And let's go here with the Eight of Cups. Now, here's the deal with the Eight of Cups here. Your strength is based on the fact that you've moved away from those old emotions, okay? If we're going to go Seven of Cups, you had your choice of emotion. You had your choice of cups. You had your choice of door, the prize behind the door. We get that with the Eight of Cups. So the strength comes in with the fact that you have literally positioned yourself, move yourself out into that to walk away towards these small truths you know. And they're seeds. They're small truths. You know they're in there. You know they're in there and you're walking through it. That's what gives you strength. And it's the Sun card too. So we're clarifying with the Sun. You got the Eight of Cups and the Sun card. Now, every time I envision like the Eight of Cups and you're walking toward it, what's the deal? The Sun's always in front of them. They're walking toward the warmth. They're walking toward the illumination. You're walking toward the thing that you're going for, okay? It's illuminated. It started here as a seed, as a page. And it's giving you strength. The Sun, what does the Sun do with a seed? Isn't it interesting? I've called the Page of Sword a seed. And then we get the Sun. Okay? And we get the Eight of Cups. So we're going to go seed, water, and Sun. Doesn't that make things grow? And it also gives it strength. I'm going to rest my case here. This is really acting too well for me. So hungry for a brand new passion. We got the Ace of Wands here in our hunger category. We got the Ace of Wands here in our hunger category with the King of Cups. You're hungry for mastering this emotion. You've taken the steps, and now you are going to master this. With the King of Cups here, you see you have a King of Cups and the Ace of Wands. You have the emotion. You have that. This is you're hungry to say, I can handle this. I can totally handle this. And that's what you have. I love the King of Cups there. I love the King. And the Empress. Oh my gosh. So we have another three, which we call planning. And now with the hungry. You're hungry for it. You're hungry for this new creation. This is why your tower's here, people. This is why your tower's here. Because you're hungry for it. You've got this Ace of Wands that is going to just obliterate your whole entire life, your whole entire passionate life. Knock it to the core. You need the King of Cups to have that emotion over it to say, I can handle this disruption. That's what the King of Cups does with the Tower. It says, I can handle this emotion. Okay? But you're hungry for the Empress. You're hungry for that creation. And you're also hungry for that nourishment of the move. Now, what I mean by nourishment, when you make big decisions in your life, okay? When you make big decisions, when you move, when that tower happens, and you have an Empress, the Empress, she nourishes things. And you find nourishment in the smallest elements, the simple things in life. And I'm going to call it the little seeds. Like, for instance, I was driving a while ago, and I found the simplest pleasure was urinating when I had to, filling my tank, and having a nice cup of coffee. Those three things, creativity, whatever, the three cups, gave me the chutzpah to go forward again. It was amazing how that works. It really is. All right. So we have the Three of Wands. What's attracting your web? Well, it's that you sent it out. You sent out all this energy and you're wanting a taste of it with the Four of Swords. Now, what the universe is telling you here with the Four of Swords is you need to rest in those decisions. You need to just sit back, chill knowing you put the emotional knowledge, you put the intellect into the plan, okay? You put the intellectual property into the plan. You need to rest in that. That's what the Four of Swords means in all this. It's not, the universe has to work, but we have to plan. But then we have to believe in that plan. That's where the swords come in. We have to believe in that intellectual element we put into it. We're smart, And we got the Nine of Wands here. We got another wand. I like that. So, the thing that we have with the Nine of Wands here, which when the attraction element of it is you have that fight. You have that. And any nine to me is that obtainment. You're a fighter. We know this. In the web you weave in your world, you're a fighter for it, okay? And one thing that attracts you is a fight. You don't like things too easy. If it comes too easy, you feel like you haven't earned it. You're thinking about it with the Four of Cups, but you always have to earn it. And to me, the Two of Pentacles is the earning aspect of it. You make the decision, and through a tower, you actually earn it too. And the Empress, with its, you think about it. When you create and you nourish, you earn stuff from there. With the Eight of Cups, you earn it by making that step. I love this analogy right here. This seed, the water, and the sun. That is so beautiful, and I cannot tell you the strength. You can't beat that in strength. All right, so the Nine of Wands there. Okay, we talked hiding. The Five of Swords, hiding. It's that change. And again, this is where we talk about believing with the Four of Swords. This is where we talk about believing in what you have just done. Believing in what your research done. Believing in what you intellectually know. Believing your thought process on your planning, aka the three, which is creative energy. So, you're attracting that thought process. More swords. You're attracting a lot of thinking right here. Planning. That's again, I'm hoping you're grasping this. You're attracting swords. You're attracting maybe overthinking. Or you're attracting a way to plan. I'm going to clarify one more time. If we get another sword, it's going to blow my mind. The Three of Pentacles. Okay. So this kind of clarifies some things for us. We talked about having that plan. Well, the Three of Pentacles is our blueprint normally. It's a collaboration. It's a collaboration in Pentacles. It's a collaboration on things we can hold and stuff like that. But there's a lot of thought around the Three of Pentacles. So with the attraction of this, it's like, so yeah, you go with the blueprint, but you're one of those customers that goes on a blueprint and then worries about the landscaping. It's not about worrying where that tree would be in that landscaping, but what you're worried about is if that tree's going to die or not get enough water. You're worried about things that you don't have control after the landscaping. What we're going to call universal truths or universal studies or just the universe doing what it is. You seem to attract that. But the universe right now, the cards are saying that the Three of Pentacles is, yes, you have built a blueprint. Therefore, if you follow the blueprint, the house will be built to your specifications. All these are to your specifications. Again, Eight of Pentacles, specifications. Three of Cups, having support. Hanging Man, sitting there working on it. King of Pentacles, making sure it's grounded and rooted. Four of Cups. Seven of Wands, again, fighting for it. Okay? Okay. What's entangled? Well, the Temperance is entangled. So what we have here is a balance of, and I'm seeing off balance here with the swords. So we're going to ask the universe, please, what is entangled in the web? And more swords. It's the Queen of Swords. Yep, it's your overthinking and talking yourself out of it. There's an unbalance. Now, the Temperance card could mean that, there's balance. It's a great blend. It's a beautiful mixed drink, whatever. But when it's in this position, it's showing you that you are off balance in your head, okay? In your web. You're overthinking stuff. You're being too analytical. Again, like I said, you look at your blueprint and you have 15 hedges out in front of your apartment building or house, and you're worried about if it's going to get enough water. That doesn't make sense, does it? No. You want to build a house first. Six of Pentacles. That's our balance card. See how this works? So here, this is what I'm saying. You're out of balance. You're out of balance. You need to relax. See, with the Six of Pentacles here, we have the King with our overall energy and support. But with the Six of Pentacles here, it is telling us, and again, the Eight of Pentacles too, which I love, it's telling us we have to believe in our blueprint, which is the Three of Pentacles here. We have to believe in it because we spent all that time learning. We've spent all that time studying it. That's awesome, right? So that is what has entangled you. And we're going to reject that. I'm going to do one more card because I do believe that in any entanglement, let's ask the universe. Universe, tell us, how can we clear out this entanglement? What can untangle what can untangle our friends here at Self Mastery with this thought process? The Page of Swords again, which we had here in the Strength. Notice how, so the universe just showed us with the two Pages of Swords here, it's those small truths, those small seeds that we believed in. Going back to our original blueprint, which is this Three of Pentacles. That's what I'm saying. So the universe just said, how do you untangle yourself? It's going back to your blueprint. It's going back to those initial truths we told ourselves why we had to do it in the first place and why, one, we believed in it in the first place, So dispose of in your web. What do we need to dispose of? Sometimes our web there's all kinds of carcasses, dried fragment, leaves blown, maybe from, you've seen webs outside in the garage and outside. We've talked about the Knight of Cups here. So, disposing it, Eight of Swords. Now, I'm saying seeing things the way they are. The overall tone of this reading today has been seeing things the way they are and becoming the King of Cups over it is understanding that energy and emotion, okay? See, notice how it trumps the Knight of Cups here, and we discussed that earlier. It's jumping to emotion when you don't have to, but with the Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords, I mean, you have to see things the way they are, not as they feel. Not as they feel. That's what we're talking about here. Breaking free, taking that off. You got to dispose that. You got to dispose of that talking yourself, thinking yourself into oblivion. Not the swords. It's very essential. And again, the world. Now, why would the world be in disposing? We're not talking about disposing the world, right? What we're talking about is looking at, like I said, looking at the world the way it is, the actual things you see. That's the most important part about this reading. You look at that stuff the way you see it. And we have the tower spinning in this whole entire web. So let's go with our first burst of energy here. The King of Coins. Universe. I'm going to ask you in these three positions, we're going to ask a way that give us some advice. Give us some advice on the Knight of Coins, please. We got another tower. Yep, it's to let it fall. Let things fall as they may. So all that garbage clears out. The tower's not a bad thing, people. It's not. What we have to do is let all the garbage blow out. And then we're left with a solid foundation, which, again, with the Two of Pentacles here, we can make the perfect choice. Or the choice at that time that's going to suit you. The choice at that time that you're feeling, but it's pentacle based. There's no feelings behind it. It's about what you see with the world, right? We got the Nine of Cups. So with this Two of Coins, with this Two of Pentacles, in a sense, with that decision, we have obtainment with your overall energy, your overall emotion. I mean, the emotional energy you have once you make that Two of Pentacle decision with the Nine of Cups. You're going to obtain that completion. It's like, I made the decision, now I have to rest in it. Hasn't this all been about making a decision and resting in it? And one last thing with the Tower, we got the Ten of Swords. See? Remember we asked the universe, give us advice. So in this tower, it's given us the Ten of Swords, meaning do not overthink it. It's done. The Ten of Swords, it's done. The universe has done all it has to do, right? It's done its job. We have done our job. We have taken the steps. We have planned, etc. But now we have to rest in all those decisions. The universe just says it has, look, it knows what it wants, and we're going to flip it around. It's the Hanging Man. Okay? It's the Hanging Man. I kind of knew it, but you've planned this. You have planned this. You have sat in the tree. You've analyzed. You're ready to come down. These are things. It's the self-sacrifice isn't as much as the Eight of Pentacles here, to where you've done your research, you've done your homework, and you must rest. In that Ten of Swords on top of the tower, that is telling you, let it fall as it may. The universe has total control over it, and it's done. Stop thinking about it. You get out of that Five of Swords and remember that position. Remember, get out of your brain. I hope this helped you. I really enjoyed this reading. It's very clear, but this is the web we weave. You're doing a great job, but I honestly think that the universe has total control of where you are right now. And if you have any comments or likes, whatever, do what you got to do. I'm glad I was able to do this for you today. And thank you again. I'm going to reach over here. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you.